Arkansas Razorback fans, if you feel like you just maybe you just dodged a bullet, what an appropriate way of putting things. It sounds like you're going to. The SB 724 looks like it is now just awaiting the governor's signature. So it passed the Senate, and so that means no guns will be allowed, assuming the governor signs off on this. As of right now, it's 1 o'clock. It's just after 1:30 as I'm recording this. As of right now, I don't believe the governor has signed it. All right, after all that, let's get into this. Welcome to the Picture Network. I am Tyzilla83. I want to thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the video. If you would, at the end, like, comment, share the content that you just watched, and of course, if you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm going to say this. I know that there are some people who just simply can't agree to disagree and move on. They got to unfollow, unsubscribe, call you names, and then, move on with unfollowing you and everything. And people today have a hard time just simply agreeing to disagree and move on, or to have a healthy debate. I hope that if you disagree, or even if you agree with me, that you leave a comment down below what your thoughts are on this particular subject. So I'm going to encourage that. I'm going to encourage that over just leaving over something as over something that we don't talk about here often, which is the political spectrum, the political side of things. We don't do that here. We don't really talk politics. You can't help. Politics are going to kind of come into play here with this. So that's not something we do here normally. We talk Arkansas sports. I am in favor of the Second Amendment. I do agree that you should have the right to defend yourself. I don't think it's smart to bring weapons in a sporting event, and especially the state of Arkansas, because I'll tell you why. There's only one thing that reigns supreme in this state, and it's the Razorbacks. I'm really surprised. Missouri has, St. Louis has the Arch, and all these different states have these awesome monuments to whatever makes whatever makes them proud of their state. They have some monument, right? I'm really surprised we don't have a giant, like, Eiffel Tower sized hog in our state somewhere, like in Little Rock or somewhere on campus. But you could definitely tell when you're in Arkansas, you're in hog country. And it's for that very reason. Fans down here, I'm sorry, but they're more passionate about their hogs than anyone west, north, east, or south of us. We are more passionate about our Razorbacks. And it's more than just because they're the only thing that we have here. It's just a way of life. Razorbacks are a way of life down here. So I think when you mix alcohol, guns, and emotions into a live setting like that, it's just not a good idea. The potential for harm is just raised pretty high, and it's a risk I don't think they need to take. We have police officers there that are there to serve and to protect for that very thing. God willing, God hoping, none of that ever happens, and we ever have to deal with that anywhere in college sports or any sporting event anywhere in the country. I hope to God that never happens. But if it does, that's what police officers are there for, that they're supposed to be there for. If you've ever been to a game in Fayetteville or Little Rock, there are a lot of police officers there. So, I believe when I walk inside any Razorback event on campus or down in Little Rock, I feel safe. So, again, I don't think adding guns into that equation is a necessarily great idea. So, we're just waiting on the governor's signature. It's just now, what about 1:45, almost 2 o'clock. So we'll know, I think, by the end of the day, whether or not this goes into law or becomes a part of Arkansas law. I almost said Razorback law. See what I did there? I almost said a part of Razorback law. I guess in some ways it is. I'm going to say this, too. The lighter side of this, a little bit less serious, but still, nonetheless, it needs to be stated, especially since I talk college sports here. There were players like Raleigh Williams, whose dad is a police officer, who said that he wasn't comfortable with that idea. And that makes me wonder about, imagine going on the recruiting trail and imagine a Bob Stoops or a Nick Saban and what they would say when they're in on a player that Arkansas's in on. Well, yeah, but in our stadiums, we don't allow guns. Just throwing that out there, you're safer at our games than you are in some place where the crowd has weapons, where the fans have guns. It makes you wonder about recruiting, how that could have negatively impacted recruiting. Leave a comment down below. I want to know what you guys think. were you in favor of allowing weapons inside the stadium, inside events on campus, at Razorback events, or not? What side of the spectrum are you on in those regards? So that's it. Thank you guys so much. Picture Network again. Tyzell83 signing out. Until next video.